Okay, welcome back to the Hunter Call of the Wild. I'm the gray-haired gamer, your host, and with me, here he is Gunner, the Wonder Dog. Let's give this poor boy a cookie to start this day off. And like the title suggests, we're back here. We're going to do a little running around in Yukon, have us a little fun, throw us a little lead, and see what we can take out of here. So today we're packing the big guns. We're packing for the big boys. We're starting off with the 300 Magnum for our big 7-9s. We're carrying our rangefinder binoculars. And in a backup position for the medium-sized critters, we're carrying a 303 British. Now we did change our calls around a little bit. We're packing an elk call. We're packing a moose call and a predator call for the wolves, for the bear. So let's have a look at our map here. We do want to get some more areas explored. Man, we got all kind of crazy hunting pressure. You can see we do have a lot left to check out. And I think we'll start off today by going down this coastline, down to this bridge, this double bridge, and get back up along. Here we know there's a hunting outpost up there. And time of day is 10:40 in the morning, so that should be just fine. And we'll get jumping over here and we'll get going. Basically, we're just going to kind of scout out mainly, but if we run into something, we'll take a shot. Now we do want to get some of the hunt pressure off. We do want to take some more wolves out of in here. We have taken one very, very nice, very rare eggshell, and also a red-brown, and those we found up in here in this lake. Now there is a hunting outpost up here, but apparently you have to do the missions to get it unlocked. It's not just walk up and find it like most of them are. So we may go up there and plop down a tent or something like that. But that'll be a little bit later. But we want to start off by heading down along this edge of this big lake or this river. Let's get Gunner and we'll get going. Now the wind is not with us right now, and that's unfortunate, but if we hear a warning call or something like that, then we'll definitely get our body spray on. I believe we have scouted just the smallest amount of this before. But basically it's going to be new territory for us. So we're going to go into a cover ground mode where we can cover some distance. And one of my main techniques for doing that efficiently and effectively while still being able to take shots at those random encounters is I do not run all the time. I will run a little and walk a little and then, alternate back and forth, because one, when you run constantly, you make the maximum amount of noise. So if you get a warning call like that, the animals are more likely just to run and not even make a warning call. And we got Potts in chat. Hey, sup, Potts? How's it going, buddy? And if you run and walk a little bit, then you're more likely to get the warning call instead of just the animals just spooking. Another reason is for your heart rate. That if you're running constantly and you get that heart rate up and it's beating fast and red, then whenever you switch over to your weapon, your sight is going to be up and down and all over the place. So by alternating that a little bit, you can cover a decent amount of ground, but still keep that heart rate low. So if you do come across something, your sights aren't all over the place. And yeah, one more day. We got tomorrow is the big day, the big patch release, the big Mississippi Acres release. I know a lot of people have been excited and ready for this, and oh, holy shit, right there. And the dog almost screwed us on that one. But she's not going in very far. We put the 300 mag to her. Yeah, she come right back to her spot and fell over. So not the warning call we heard. We heard a warning call from an elk, and that's actually what we were going for. But, you know, those opportunity shots, sometimes you can get some incredible animals that way. We didn't even spot her or anything, so we're not quite sure what this is. A class female. Okay, so she's only a 1. And look at that. That's such a big critter, man. The 300 Magnum only popped 1 lung. Didn't even get a double lung shot out of it. And I mean, that was right. We did pop through the bone, the scapula, the shoulder blade there, so that would have slowed the bullet down somewhat. And her zone there, the zone right there, marker disappeared, so that was another case of only 1 animal being in the zone. We've seen that a lot in Quattro. With the red deer, we've seen some solo stags, and they were the only ones using the zone. And when we would shoot that animal and harvest it, the zone would disappear. So where you been hunting, Pots? You all ready for tomorrow there, the big release day? I'm excited, I think, more for the patch than the map. Definitely. Get back into Rancho, get back into New Zealand. Alright, so there we got a warning call up in front of us, so now we're going to go ahead and use our scent blocker. Looks like that might have been the same one that grunted at us before, because we got tracks right beside us here. And yeah, there's a zone right, excuse me, there is a zone right here, so we'll go up here and examine that real quick. Oh, right there you are. You're just a little fella. Right behind a tree. And we sunk it into the tree trunk. Not an auspicious start for this hunt, but, you know, oh well. Not every hunt is going to be a diamond day. Oh, 8 animals, 8 caribou use this zone. Wow, that's a lot. That's a big group. Just been hunting New Zealand for fallow. Okay. Yeah, I like hunting them. New Zealand is a great place for the fallow deer. All along the coastline there, man, I have a good time doing hunting those. Like I said, it'll be very nice to be able to get back in there and not get lagged out every 5 minutes. Just eating and watching me. Yeah, I just got done eating there. I played the chef tonight. Made one of my very few, like you can count on one hand, specialties. And that was teriyaki chicken and fried rice. We have recently expanded our arsenal of cooking recipes. I found a very nice, easy recipe for beef stroganoff. Just had to make a couple, or one little change, because a main ingredient in that is sour cream, and man, no one in Italy, like, uses or even knows what sour cream is. We come up with a good substitute that is commonly found here in Italy, and it worked out pretty well. I'm going to be making that again, maybe tomorrow or maybe the day after. My other big specialty that goes well here in the house is barbecued ribs. Just made those the other day. And one other one I'm really good at is homemade Mexican guacamole with real avocado and fajitas, chicken fajitas and tacos. But I haven't made those in a while. Yeah, the wife's got a lot of stuff to do, so if I can help out a little bit, make a meal here and there, throw some dishes in the washing machine, it's not a big deal to me. I help out. So it is very funny, though. I was making a joke with the one fellow that works at the fruit and produce stand, like right at the end of our street. Really funny guy. Said, it's awful funny that here I am, an American. I travel all the way to Italy, and I cook Chinese food and Mexican food. It's 6 diamonds and 3 piebalds in the fallows. Wow. Over how long of a time period? Is that all in one day? Oh, we might have another chance at this caribou here. Say, if that's over one day, man, you're having a hell of a hunt. For me, I can't even match that total with my whole career. Not for fallow. Oh yeah, oh there you are, there you are. Yeah, those are those same 2. Where are they gonna run to? There he goes, there he goes. There he comes. There's 2 of them. Over a month, okay. Still, that's a very impressive, pretty impressive record there, man, definitely. Three piebalds, no other rare, or is that like the only rare they come in? I'm not exactly familiar with like all the different coat patterns and stuff of the different animals. Say it's odd you found the only rare ones you find were piebalds. No albino, no melanistic. But still, I'd be happy to take them. Oh yeah, there we go on hunting pressure. They're about right there. So not too bad a start for just going after opportunities as they present themselves. You know, there we got 1 grizzly and 2 caribou. We just got to go pick up the caribou here. What is that, fox? Yeah, red fox. There he goes. He's already on, there. He's already on the trail. Bleed rate very low, huh? Okay. I thought we had popped him right in the chest. Well, we gave Gunner that cookie, man. Now he's running like a champ. He's running like Forrest Gump. $25 to $50. Yeah, I think he's gonna drop. Now we got these little fox here. We're actually not carrying anything to take them out. Not carrying anything small enough. And why does he keep backtracking like that? That's odd. There he is. Ooh, that looks like a awful light-colored one there. That does not look quite red to me, but it may be just a trick of the light. He's still tracking blood. Okay, okay. No, I guess he is red. Yeah, he's a common. It was just a trick of the light. Man, this caribou, he's got to be dropping soon. Yeah, he's down to 0 to 25. He'll be dropping here soon. Yeah, there we go. That's the bigger one. A 3. We were low on the chest. Okay. Just a little fella. We'll see if that second one we shot maybe ran together. Nope. So back to the beginning. We'll head back to where we shot him and pick up the trail from back there. Yeah, so it's again, tomorrow is the big release day of the patch, and as well the release of the Mississippi Acres Reserve, the new map. Yesterday we did an episode covering all the patch notes, talking about them, and discussing some things that, you know, we as players would like to see in the game in future updates, future patches, future DLC. And man, we had some good minds in here. We were kicking around some really good ideas that would improve quality of life in the game. So if you want to check them out, you can catch that on a Twitch, as well as on our YouTube channel, Gray Hair Gamer. I myself, I'm gonna get the patch, but I am gonna hold off on buying the map. I've said it before, and I'm going to stick to my guns. Yeah, hunting pun fully intended there. That I'm not going to buy the map until they get the lag fixed. Because I don't see the point in spending money on another map that I won't be able to play if there's lag on it. I already have 3 other maps like that I can't play because of the lag. So we may do a special episode tomorrow. Just depends what time the patch gets released, where we will field test the patch and actually see what kind of changes has been made, if it's noticeable, if it's not. The patch notes were surprisingly short. It was only like 2 pages. And the big thing that was addressed was the frames per second issue. And there were a couple other fixes in there I think are going to be very helpful, but the most major one was that lag issue. So it's very nice to see some consoles. I know the consoles were hit the hardest with... Man, why does he keep backtracking on the blood trail? They were hit the hardest when it came to the lag, so... and we have heard reports that when it was first brought up that the officials were pretty nonchalant in their attitudes about it. But then I think the marketing folks kind of maybe grabbed him by the ear and said, "Look, dude, you know, consoles are like 2/3 of our market. So don't piss them off." And lo and behold, the very next patch, they show the consoles some love. Okay, here's our other one. This was the smaller one. He's only, yeah, look at those little tiny horns there. Those would be small even on a whitetail, much less a caribou. He's only a 1. Alright, but money's money and experience is experience, so we'll take both. The only thing that was really hard about him was we had to run a little bit. Not a big deal. Let's take a look at something here. So I do want to get back up in here and hunt these wolves. But so far we have not found any zones for them, so I'm not sure what time of day they're going to be up there. Looks like we do have a hunting outpost right here that we haven't explored and discovered yet. We know there's one right here, but apparently you, like I said, you just can't walk up on that and discover that one. That one is tied into one of the missions and one of the stories that this whole area was heavily forested and there was a fire. I believe it was caused by lightning, but there was a death, one of the park personnel. So part of your mission is to go up there and reopen that, and they dedicate it to the lost person that passed away in the fire. And also part of your mission is to go get some seedlings and start the regrowth process for this forest. Pretty cool story, pretty touching. And there we got Turnstile Champion in chat. What's up, Turnstile? What's up, buddy? So we do want to get back up in this area and get after these wolves, but so far we do not have an outpost in the area, and we don't have any zones. Gray said no gator skin shoes for Christmas this year. Yeah, not till they get that lag fixed. I'd rather have lag monster skin than gator skin. But we may head up and try and get us a wolfskin coat. Okay, looks like we can walk right down the trail here. I don't know if we can cross right there or not. Looks like it might be possible. I kind of doubt it though. Yeah, we got one. Well, for me, it's about a half a day. About 12 more hours. Hopefully that patch will be out in the morning here for Europe. So we might do a special episode just covering the patch itself and the lag issue, and do a field. Hello, moose. Oh shit! You know what time it is? All fucking moose must die. Vendetta that goes back all the way back to the first episode. The vendetta against these moose. We get a chance to put them down. We'll put them down with extreme prejudice. And he was right in here. Now, we did go on a rampage up in here the one day, man, and wow, we knocked out some moose. We hit a big zone of them, and including one monster. My goodness, he was 3/10 of a point, not 3 points, 0.3 points away from being a diamond. And man, he was just a monster. So that ought to take care of that. A shot in the ribs with the 300 mag should put him down. Oh yeah, there's blood right there. And that's vital blood too. Look at that nice big blood splatter. That's a female, but vendettas aren't sexist. We shoot them all equally. Yeah, where was it while we got him down on the map? Oh, up on this lake, right south of the railway. It's kind of like a U-shaped. Guess that would be in the northwest. Man, all along this edge, and as well this peninsula area. Man, there was just big moose everywhere in there. It was incredible. We must have knocked out probably 10 or 12 of them, you know, from 3 or 4 different groups around that lake. Said, including that one big beast, my goodness. Oh, we got a nice medium blood rate too. Or bleed rate, rather. And there she is, our first moose kill of the day. Because it wouldn't be a hunt on Yukon without dropping a moose or 2. Or 10. Or 12. And just a little, just a little female. Okay, and there's the bridge that we want to get to. So we're closing in there. We're closing in. Yeah, I did get to see a video showing the new trophy poses for the new critters, the raccoon and the bobwhite quail and the gator. And man, there were some really, really cool ones. Even for the wall mounts. I think I mentioned just briefly the other day. For the raccoon, they have a couple like they're climbing up the wall. And the one for the gator, I mean, you can have a traditional where it's just the head sticking out. But then they also have one where it's the head and the front arms, and it looks like the gator's, busting through the wall trying to get in at you. It looks very, very cool. As well as you can do a full body mount with them as well. It looks very awesome. A lot of cool poses. Yeah, so we'll have to go in there. Like I said, I'm going to make sure that the lag issue's fixed, the patch works out well. Then we'll see about getting the map and going in and cleaning out the trailer park. We'll take out all the raccoons and all the garbage cans and all the gators on the golf course. You can do that with the lions and the bears too. Okay. Alright, so I thought that was kind of a new thing, but I guess they just reskinned some of the older trophy mounts. Still looks really impressive. Oh, we got a lure object.
There's a few bridges dotted around the reserve.
Leighton Bridge. Design may pop... Oh, they bring up about Leighton Lakes in here. That's kind of cool. Alright, then we got a whole lot of backtracking to get back up to this hunting stand. Got food, I need death, shoot something now. Does look good, you need to do it with the bear, it looks great too. Oh, very cool. Well, we get one worthy of a trophy. Yeah, we'll definitely mount one up like that. We've already taken, let's see, we came across a grizzly bear and two caribou. And so we do want to try and unlock one more place, but we may head up to the one lake up on the wolves. And as well, we just shot a moose, so that's kind of whetted my appetite a little bit for some vengeance. So we may have to head up to that one lake where we took that one big beast. I think that might be a little more interesting than just watching me scout around and unlock some outposts. I think maybe we'll do that, because those two lakes are very close to each other, right up in here. So let's go. We'll jump to this one. Now, do we have a zone in there to know what time the moose are going to be in here? Nope, I believe, yep, 9 to 13:30. Okay, so we'll jump up to this outpost, and we'll snag us up a tent, and it's time for a rampage. We pretty much cleared out that hunting pressure out up there. And like always, when we come out here to Yukon, we leave the crossbow at home, and we're throwing nothing but lead today. We got the 300 mag and the 303 British. Alright, so let's go grab us up a tent. We can pop up there by the Wolf Lake. And we should have a couple of them in the storage. No, we do not. Okay. I think we got enough cash we can buy one. Tents, there we go. We'll go camo. Okay. Alright, we need yeah, if we're gonna head straight up there, we kinda need to reset our time. We wanna be there at 9. Yeah, 9. So that'll take about an hour to get up there, so we'll set our clock back to 8. Or 7:30 even. We'll split the difference, 7:45. Okay. No, we're good, we're good. I was explaining there earlier that the one... We know there's an outpost down on the south side of this Wolf Lake, I call it. We just didn't get there to discover it yet. And we know there's one up here in the burnt forest. But apparently that's part of the mission to unlock that. It doesn't let you just walk up and unlock that one. So I was going to throw a tent in there just temporarily. But if we're going to go up here for a rampage, we really don't need we really don't need one. Let's set us a waypoint up here. Oh yeah, we got a little running to do. Yeah, we took a lot of moose off up here, man. There was just blood everywhere up on this lake. And as well, I believe there was another animal up here too, not just moose. I believe it was the antelope. Or elk, I'm sorry, elk. Plains bison, ooh, shit. Need to keep an eye out for them. But yeah, when I originally came up here, because this lake has the railway, and I was going to see if I could climb up and get up on the railway and use it for a vantage point. And yeah, we didn't even make it that far, man. There was just stuff everywhere to shoot. So we started taking them, and like I said, we hit that one big beast of a moose 3/10 of a point from being a diamond, and it was the biggest. It was like the biggest rack I'd ever seen. So we're gonna go back up and see if maybe he respawned now. Maybe he got those extra 0.3, 3/10 of a point now and be a full diamond. And we can shoot him again. Yeah, the big countdown. The big countdown is on. We went from talking months, talking now weeks, down to days, and now we're into the end of it. The final hours. Wish we had the little sound bit there from the final countdown. Do 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 do. The big patch will be out. The big update. The big new map. Yeah, we've taken a couple nice wolves off that one lake there in the burnt forest, man, and I'm excited to get back there and take a couple more. See, we got that eggshell, and then we got the red brown, which I believe is just an uncommon, but still very, very striking, very beautiful animal. And I believe a couple of the multi-mounts require wolves as well, so. Oh, and the wind is actually in our favor for once. Good deal. We got some tracks. Looks like red fox. Yep. Now, if I remember right, when we were up here, we were on the southern edge of this lake, and we saw mostly like caribou, that type of thing. And then when we got off onto the north, up into this peninsula, that's where we started seeing all the moose. We chased them all the way back around, just taking numbers out of that herd as they traveled. Oh yeah, we're hearing plenty of time. Surprising it doesn't take that long to run a kilometer. I guess I'm still used to being American. I'm used to miles, so anytime it says kilometer, I'm thinking a mile. When a kilometer is actually much shorter. Yeah, over on that peninsula over there, man, there was all kind of stuff up in there. Alright, so we'll head on up around this way. One, because I know that's where the animals were. And two, so we can go with that, with the wind in our favor. Yeah, we saw them right up where that big sandbar is, right across there. We chased them across there. And right in these woods is where we took that big fella. Yep, there's our caribou. Now, we did take 2 caribou already this hunt, but they were very small. A little tier 1, and a 3. So hopefully this fella up here will be a little bit bigger. Yeah, there we go, a 4. That's better than a 3. And he's a 6, so we can take the 303 at him. Lift your head up, buddy. Okay, no? Alright then, right in front of the shoulders, right into the lungs. That should have got into one lung, possibly two. We aimed in front of that shoulder, so the hitting the bone wouldn't slow down the bullet. Oh yeah, that looks like vital blood there. Oh yeah. So I think that technique worked. Go get him, buddy. Sorry, I just need to adjust my seat a little bit. And I still can't get this chair comfortable. Hoping Santa Claus brings me a new office chair. Oh man, no, he didn't go far at all. Excellent. Yep, right into the lung. That's what we wanted. We missed that scapula. We missed that shoulder blade. Went right in underneath of it. Excellent, excellent, excellent. That's what I wanted to do. 4, so yeah, a little bit bigger than the ones we shot there. But that was just a warm-up. Get the mouth watering for the upcoming main course of Vendetta. Of Moose Rampage. Yeah, we took so many up in here that last time. There were no zones left. We blew them all out. We just had blood and corpses laying all up along this shore. It was glorious. And we do have, yeah, we got about a half hour to go yet. Wait. Oh, okay, this is old hunting pressure. I'm like, wait, we only shot one animal up here. How do we have two splashes of hunting pressure? But that's old hunting pressure. Now, if I remember correctly, when we did encounter these ones, they came from up in the hills up here and came down to the lake and then across this sandbar up here. So I think if we can go and get across, yeah, get across in here and post up in one of these little shrubs or bushes up here and just get up in there and chill a little bit, I think we'll be in a good spot. We'll just keep our eyes open here in the meantime, in case we catch anything out in the open. These little tiny scraggly bushes, man, they do give us coverage. They protect us from being seen, that's for sure. Yeah, you can just make out the railroad right there. So we do want to look for some new zones that may have come in here. May have developed since we blew them out with the last massacre As we've heard from top people, that when you do blow out a zone, it will usually reappear within 100 meters of where the original one was. Oh yeah. I smell it. I smell moose. I smell fear. And that pink, man, that's very, very hard to see. Let's see if we can change that color a little bit here. Maybe like, maybe yellow. Yeah, that's a little bit better. We'll see if these tracks will lead us to a new zone, so we can blow it out. Alright, we can see how old this trail is. Probably very old, because everything is very old. Yep, very old. Which in game time means 5 minutes or more. And they never actually explain that anywhere, I've noticed. That whenever you see scat, and it's, oh, we got some snow in the air, very cool. There's just now, which is the most recent, and we figured out that usually means about 10 to 15 seconds that's been laying there. And then there's very fresh, which is about 30 seconds. And there's fresh, which is about a minute. And then there's, then I think it goes straight into old, which is like more than 2 minutes. And then very old, which is more than like 3 or 4 or 5 minutes. Alright, so let's get the dog back in here somewhere a little bit. Get him to lay down. That's a good spot. And we'll take some cover in this scraggly bush. Oh, total concealment. Excellent. And we'll bust out our moose call. There's some tracks even there, too. Whoa, what was that? Yeah, okay, there's caribou. Just a little 3, though. And I forget which spot we put the moose call in. Okay, second. Okay, so that's this one. We did get a response from something up in here. I couldn't, with the call up, it wouldn't let me track what it was. And I do love that about this map, that you get the snow and it actually changes the environment. You know, at least cosmetically, it actually colors the ground. Few of the maps you got rain, and you can see like puddles in the road or in the trails, and things will be a little bit reflective as if they were wet. But this is like one of the only ones. Well, this and Medved, where it actually snows and actually changes the whole terrain. I just think that's very, very cool. You can sit here and watch the snow come down, watch everything turn white, and then it melts right back off. Alright, where are you big bastards at? We know you're in here somewhere. What's our time? 9 o'clock, so yeah, we should start seeing something. Oh, yeah, there's Moose, and since it's showing right there, that means he's probably up over this hillside, or she. But we may want to sneak across here before they come in. Go up there and look around for them, see if we can find those zones. And Shoot Cute saying, hey Gray, hey Shoot, how's it going, buddy? Out here, see if we can have a moose massacre. The vendetta still rages. Not much, just took your son from school, chilling for a bit. Oh, excellent. Y'all ready for tomorrow? For the big patch? Release the big Mississippi Acres map release. I'm hoping it'll be out in the morning. But I won't know till I get up and wake up and turn the Xbox on. Yeah, I looked, like I said, I looked at the one video showing the trophy mounts, and I did see there was a couple people that had early access and were actually doing gameplay on the map, but I didn't look at it. I didn't want to spoil it. Not so excited about Mississippi as you can see I am, yeah. Yeah. I'm excited for the patch. I'm excited to get rid of the lag, that's for sure. Yeah, it's still good to see a big map, but yeah, like I said before, man, you have, like here in the Yukon, the glory of the Canadian Rockies, right? You know, you got Colorado, Silver Ridge Peaks with the Colorado Rockies, Virunga with that beautiful vistas and the majesty of Africa, you know. And now we have the trailer park in Mississippi. I'm not sure. I don't think you can dress up a trailer park that much to compare it to like the beauty and of Africa, of New Zealand. No, sorry. Silver Ridge Peaks, yeah, it's one of my favorites too. I think that and Yukon are two of my tops. Like I think they're pretty much tied for first place. And they are still back over this hillside, huh? So, okay, if the moose don't want to come to us for a rampage, we'll go to them. Yeah, I have a lot of fun on both these maps, on Yukon, on Silver Ridge Peaks. They're great maps, they're beautiful maps, great assortment of animals. Great assortment of terrains. You have like those big, wide open fields where you can make massive long-range shots, and then you got like woods like this where it's up close and personal. Man, it's a great blend. I'm also kind of excited to see, now that we did the patch notes there yesterday and we talked about them. I'm interested and kind of excited to see how the tweaks to the rare spawning is going to work and how that's going to play out. Now that the higher difficulty of the animal, that seems the more likely you'll get a rare. I'm sure it's not going to be a huge difference, but any little bit has got to help. We got something down here now. Okay. Good, that's that's into the wind. Okay, we'll go that way. So the last time we were up here, we blew out every zone that there was up here for the moose. And we did take one monster, 3/10 of a point away from being a diamond, man. It was just a huge rack. So we're hoping he'll come back. Okay. But yeah, I'm going to get the patch and try it out. I think I might do a special episode. They really have to encourage players to go off the path and reward them plentifully. Sick and tired of being forced to always hunt in the same areas, always do. Yeah, I've caught myself doing that too. With Mexico and Quattro, I mean for the great ones. And I mean they're very rich areas. Okay, don't get me wrong. The spots I got picked out. But yeah, it gets repetitive very quickly. I guess that's why they call it a grind. But yeah, definitely I think they need to have some kind of repetitive kills gaming, yeah. Yeah, like with Mexico, man, I had that shit down with science. Like, if you've seen some of the episodes, we were doing the Great One grind over there. It's like we knew what these critters were going to do before they did it. Said for ages, animal need to move around the map, not stick to one drink zone. Yeah. Yeah, like they either need to, I don't know, reset. I guess kind of the way they had it with the respawns, with them all going into a pool, and then that way they could get shifted around. I think that might have been a way to kind of address that, but I don't know. I don't think it's a very good idea, or I mean it's an okay idea, but still, if you only take animals from one or two areas, and sure, okay, they go into a pool, but they're going to get respawned into the areas that are missing animals, which is going to be one or two zones. You know, they're not just going to go everywhere. Man, we're not seeing any moose up in here. What the fuck? Alright, well, let's head back up towards here and see if they come back across the lake yet. But I don't know how else they could fix that zone issue. I mean, that's a sticky wicket. You know, because you don't want to have the zones just disappear. I mean, you would be constantly exploring for new zones, which is good for the exploration. But I know people that would be screaming and yelling and crying about that. Oh, I didn't even shoot that many animals out of here. You know, I don't know, maybe have it be hunting pressure, intense hunting pressure will delete a zone, and maybe the number of kills out of a zone, like over time, could also, you know, move a zone. I don't know. I think no matter how you change, you're going to have somebody pissed off. But man, that would jack some people's wires, you know, that like they've made their whole career out of jumping from stand to stand to stand. And if you started changing their their drink zones on them, man, they would lose their shit. They might actually have to get down out of the stand and, like, you know, go explore more than once. The zones are the water bodies, they never move, yeah. Said I had the one there in Quattro, the secret. Man, this chair is killing my butt and my back. The one secret zone where it's like 200 meters from water. No, it's actually like 400 meters from water. And I see them up in there drinking, and there isn't a drop of water anywhere around. One thing they could do is make the, they could make the radius, the effective radius of the drink zone bigger, so that they would cover, that they could wander around in a bigger area and still be attached to a zone. But still, like you said, they're going to be on the water. I mean, it's kind of have to. You can find grass to eat just about anywhere. You can find a place to lay down just about anywhere. But you gotta come to that water to get a drink. Man, we're not seeing shit up in here. $10 o'clock. Alright, well, we'll head down and, down to this point down here at the tip of the lake. And there's APC. We're saying, hey, APC, how's it going, buddy? How's things down in Australia today? If you made it so tracking was more important to find the herds, I think it could work. Yeah, I've kind of noticed that it was kind of going in that direction. And I heard it was because of, they blamed it on the Beta Hunt Club. As I mentioned it, I was spectating in a live stream. And I mentioned it, man, it's like it was when I was on Mexico, and I had only found like a dozen drink zones. And I know there's supposed to be like 30 or 40 of them on that map. And I had mentioned that it seemed to me that I was finding more zones by spotting animals drinking than finding the marks on the ground, and they blamed it, oh yeah, it's the Beta Hunt Club. But now I'm thinking that maybe that might have been intentional. Even with Quattro, we just went into that reserve there pretty recently when the new Great One come out, and I'm noticing it there too, that I find a lot more zones from spotting the animals than finding marks on the ground. So you actually have to be out scouting around during that drink time. Dad got you an upgraded fishing rod. Oh, very cool. I used to have quite a bit of fun going out fishing. It was very relaxing. And where I grew up, we had a lot of big state parks around. It was all catch and release fishing, but you can go in there for free. Man, we get a hot summer day, man, I go out there in the cutoffs and shorts, just kick the shoes off and go walk right down into the streams and go fly fishing. Sounds right. If they want to slow down the rate you find the zones, that's the way to do it, yeah. Yeah, because you won't be able to just run around and just, cover as much ground as you possibly can 24 hours a day. That you will only actually be able to find those zones when they're in use. You love your saltwater fishing, yeah, that's big here. But man, I wouldn't have a clue. Oh, there we go. See there, bingo. Drinking zone discovered. See, it's just more and more of them I find by spotting animals. And are you the only one in that group? See if there's anything else up here. If red deer stop drinking at 9:30, drive around every lake on a quad. Find your every zone on a map in a few hours. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And that's what the run and gunners do. They probably don't even get off the four-wheeler. They need to make it so when you go deep in the forest to find bigger animals, make discovery more rewarding. Yeah. Yeah, because exploration, man, was always supposed to be one of the key the key aspects of the game. Was the exploration, the discovery, getting out, and you know, some people have just turned it into a jump from spot to spot to spot and fuck the rest of the map. Oh, that is a male. I thought that was a female. Alright, well, man, Moose is gonna die. 200, 215, 220. Lift your head up, pal. Ah, fuck it. Die, Moose. Die. Yeah, he's not gonna go far. Look at him jumping and hobbling around. He's down. He is down. Let's put a marker there. Doing missions has allowed you to enjoy and respect the game more. Yeah, they're a lot of fun, and they have some really cool stories too. Like some of the story arcs, like even with Mexico, where you had like the whole, you know, family divide, the family feud in the midst of the Civil War was very cool. Virunga, going on the whole Vision Quest, like spiritual journey, was just awesome. Was really, really interesting. Kept my interest going. And kept me wanting to get to that next mission and do the next missions. The only ones I really didn't care for, like Leighton Lakes missions, were just kind of and go out and take pictures, you know. Here in Yukon, they had that mix, you know. Oh, you help them promote the thing. They had you out taking a couple pictures, but then also had you doing a bunch of other things. Even Medved Taiga, where you were out taking like scientific data and repairing, like, you know, transceivers and things like that. They were kind of cool, but then you had the missing scientist that you had to go track him down. That was a really awesome mission too. SRP's like solving a mystery. Yeah, it is. Yeah, and that's excellent, man. I really enjoyed doing those missions. Oh, we've got something in there. Another moose. You in there by yourself, huh, honey? Well, you gotta die. Lift up and bingo. Down to 50. Oh, hello. Oh, there's a couple nice ones in there. They all gotta die. Up, we're out of breath. As soon as we catch our breath. And dog, lay down. Stay out of my way. Oh, too low. We gotta go to 300 meter. What was some other cool missions? Can we get over there? Yeah, we can get over there. I think, too, that they should have had, like when New Zealand came out and you got the, what was it, the 308? Or was it the 303? That you got, free by doing the missions, or you could buy it in the store. I think they should have kept it as a mission only. That would encourage people to get out and explore and do more of the missions too. Have more mission-only rewards, not ones that, well, you can do the missions, or you can say, fuck the missions and just buy it in the store. No, and have it to where you have to do the missions. You know, get some like different cosmetics, like different hunting outfits or something like that. Would be very cool to, as a reward. Say, or get gear. Get gear that actually is effective. You know, get like soft-soled boots that actually reduce your noise a little bit. You know, and make that a mission-only reward. Or get a camouflage, like Realtree, outfit or jacket or something like that that actually does reduce your visibility, and make that like a either a mission reward or like Mad, you and I were talking about there the other day, as a reward for, you know, X amount of hours on the game, or, you know, some kind of achievement level after 60. Some other things they could do would be, I thought about this the other day, was to have noise suppressors for some of the weapons. You know, I'm not saying like a total silencer, you know, but like a noise suppressor where you don't make quite, you know, you don't quite spook everything in 300 meters. Maybe you only spook something in, you know, everything in 150 meters, you know. But it reduces your muzzle velocity, you know, it reduces your penetration somewhat. Or some of the pistols now, like, yeah, pistol silencers are a little more common for those. Where you can have a totally silenced weapon, but you only get half the range. You know, something like that. And have those only be unlocked after level 60. You know, the one game that I play is DC Universe Online. It's superhero. It's open world superhero game. And you go from level 1 when you start off to level 30. And once you hit the max, quote, quote, max level, that's when the game opens up. You know, that the level 1 to level 30 is basically a tutorial, an extended tutorial, and all story missions. And then once you hit that, then it opens up like you get to pick and choose what content you want to go into and what missions you want to run. And that's when the gear gets really good too, you know. Have a whole thing where it's only a whole section of the store that's only like for elites, you know, after level 60. You know. Like I said, you could do the clothing that actually works. You know, they do have wash detergent you put in the washing machine with your hunting clothes, and it acts as a scent blocker, and it lasts a long time. It neutralizes your scent on your clothes. Face camo for your dog. Now, I have seen the little hunting jackets like they put on the dogs when it's cold out, and you can get those in camo. But yeah, like clothing that actually helps you in the game. What else? Like I said, like the elite skins for the weapons. Noise suppressors, silencers. And then if you want to make them, oh, hello. If you want to add to that challenge, just make them, you know, ridiculously expensive in game dollars. Because I've seen people that have been on the grinds with millions and millions of dollars. So, and what else do you have to spend them on besides tents and tripods? Give some people some things, some like, you know, useful but insanely expensive items. They should bring daily quests like have Fisher Online rewards like X percentage XP, money, a chance to win something unique. Something like they request, yeah, you know, like that, yeah. You could have daily, weekly, or monthly, you know, challenges. And you can have exploration feats like that. You know, explore, you know, uncover like 90% or, you know, like you can have like a minor explorer, like explore 50% of one particular map. And then have a more advanced version, explore 75%. And then explore, you know, like 99% of a map. Yeah, referring back to DC Universe, you have feats. Oh, hello. You have feats for exploration. You have feats for player versus player, which you don't have in this game. But they have all these different feats that you get, and they make those important. Like, they have a thing in there where you get skill points by completing the feats. And that's the only way to get them. And to have a truly powerful character, you have to have those skill points. You have to unlock those feats. You know, have feats that will reduce your noise, you know, when you walk more. You know, like a soft feat plus like 5% bonus for completing feats. And then like a more advanced one plus 10%. You know, that enhance your skills that you already have. And you could tie that into like the daily rewards and things like that. Alright, these were just dough down in here, so we're going to still get on up around here. But yeah, there we go. There we're running into these moose. We're getting our vendetta on. Now the one male, I do want to go pick him up. But females, I really don't care. I'm not going to spend all my time chasing around a bunch of does. I just wanted the pleasure of killing them. Let's see, what else could they do that would be, like, unique? Oh, give, like, a patch. Like, for on your hunting jacket, like, on the sleeve, or, like, a big patch on the back. You know? They, like, have different patches. Like, one, if you complete, like, all the missions for a map, you get, like, a big patch on your back. That has, like, the crest of the reserve on your back. And you know, like Tijuana Explorer, or, you know, Silver Ridge Peaks, and have the logo, and, like, you know, Master Explorer or Master Tracker or something like that. Your whole suit would be a patch, yeah. Well, you could only have it to where you can wear one at a time. Because you'd want it to be big, so that it would be very obvious to other people. Or have, if they run some events and you complete the challenge of an event and get like a special patch that's only available if you complete that one challenge, you know, during that event. And then that way you get a whole new level of bragging rights come in. But I just hope they don't do the, like so many games, do the daily login. You know a game is slipping when they have the daily login rewards, man. Those are just lame. Because you'll have people that'll literally log in, claim the reward, and log right back out. But, yeah, shoot. Your daily quests or weekly quests like that, man, I think that's an excellent idea. You know, put them in a couple different categories. You know, have like a, like for birds, you know, because I know like geese hunting and duck hunting is big with certain populations, or with certain players, man. Have like a you know, duck hunt competition or a geese hunting competition, and at the same time have like one for deer, or and then run like a predator one that you can take any predator species, or X amount of predator species. Yep, there he is. I think those could be some really cool, really fun challenges. But you would have to have a good reward, you know. Yeah, competitions would be awesome, and more than just like they have in a multiplayer. I mean, yeah, you can challenge your buddies, and that's a lot of fun, you know, don't get me wrong. Those are a lot of fun, and you get those little bit of bragging rights with your buddies. But it would be cool to have the bragging rights over everybody, man. Like I said, you go out with your hunting jacket on, and it's like, you know, got the big huge Silver Ridge Peaks logo, or, you know, Tiarawana big logo, or Virunga the big logo, and have like Master Explorer or Master Tracker, something like that, and anybody could see. That would encourage people to use the multiplayer more, I think, too, so they could go show off and brag a bit. Oh, is that a heart shot? Holy shit, son. We busted through the leg bone, through the right lung, and into the heart at 259 meters. Wow. I did not think I made that good of a shot. More guns to choose to make the hunting personalized to your style. Yeah, they could do some stuff like that too. Where, well, they kind of already done it, you know, in certain places. Like you have your traditional 30-06, you know, the bolt action, and then they come out with the M1 that's a semi. You know, they do have a couple of the lever actions. I don't know. I don't know how. I don't think some more guns would be cool, but not the way they've been doing it. They have so many weapons that overlap so much. Insurgency, another gameplay for EV 50, 60 guns and hundreds of attachments. Yeah, you know, like have customized stocks. Or different scopes. You know, how cool would it be to have a scope like this with like this level of magnification, but be red dot? You know, like you had all those different reticules in like Call of Duty that you could choose from. And, different, butts, you know, collapsible, stocks, things like that. They would basically be cosmetic. They wouldn't really affect the gameplay of the gun, but would let you customize your weapon a little bit more. You know, bring in a gun shop. You know, have like your store, you know, but then have a gun shop too where you can modify your weapons, the look of them. And again, make it cost like a buttload of game money, you know, because once you hit level 60, what else you got to spend money on? By that time, you've got probably every weapon unlocked. And with the DLC weapon packs, you buy them and they're all completely unlocked. You don't have to do anything else. Yeah, same 3 guns every single time, yeah. But let us make, the guns our own. Let us, like, hydro dip them. My one buddy does that, with ARs, man. He's built so many ARs that are just amazing looking. He took an AK-47. Actually, I believe it was a Chinese, SKS. And he ordered a bullpup stock for it. And he waited a year for it to come in, and he built a bullpup SKS. Arctic white, it was incredible looking. He did one little 22 for his daughter, and had it hydro dipped, had the stock hydro dip pink, and got all the accessories pink, for his little girl. And, Man, he's made some crazy looking ARs by ordering like the rail sights and foregrip stocks, all kind of cool shit for him. So I think they can have something like that too, have a gun shop. You know, where you make it accessible through the main menu. You know, so that way you don't slight someone who only has this map and not that map. You know. I think they should make a target range part of the main menu too. Not just... Well, the one that's on Hirschfelden, you know, everybody gets Hirschfelden. You don't have to buy anything except the main game to get that one. But the archery range is on Parque Fernando. So if you don't have that map, you're kind of fucked. You don't get to go use that. And I think they could definitely, you know, you could have archery competitions that way that take place on the target range. And if you do a multiplayer, you could even have people come in and spectate. Right in the ass. Because all moose must fucking die. You know. But how cool would that to be having, you know, live audience while you're having a shootout with somebody. You know, have it round robin. Yeah, there is a shooting range for rifle in Hirschfelden, and in Parque Fernando, there's one for archery that has the 3D targets. But like I say, if you don't have Parque Fernando, you don't get to use that range. So I think they should have one that's available with both of them. Look for a runway in the southeast of this map? Oh, in Hirschfelden. Yeah, there's one in there. Let me grab this one up and we'll jump over there. We'll show you where it is. Okay, map, reserve selection. Yeah, Hirschfelden. Here, we'll jump over here. We'll show you where it's at. I actually just made a plan to go retest all rifles and make a list with the fastest to take consecutive shots. Oh, that's very cool. Yeah, and surprisingly, the 6.5 millimeter has one of the fastest reload speeds of any of the any of the mid-range rifles. You know, like the class 4 to 7, 4 to 8. Let's see here. It's right off of one of... Is it this one? I know it's on the east coast here of Hirschfelden. Said the southeast, look for a runway. Oh, right here. Yep, there it is, shooting range. Bottom right corner. So you have an outpost here. Rathenfeld outpost. Let's zoom out. Yeah, down in the southeast corner. Go to the Rathenfeld outpost and then just follow the road. Here, we'll jump in, we'll fast travel there, and we'll jump on a four-wheeler and take a run out there quick. It's pretty cool. You can do a lot of stuff, and if you're in the actual shooting range, you don't use your own ammo. You get unlimited ammo. So you can go in there and just blaze away on it. Same with the one in Park A for archery. If you are inside the structure, you don't use ammo. Now you have to take some ammo with you, like say for say for like for archery that you want to try out the 300 grain, the 420 grain, and like the 600 grain arrows with a bow. You have to take a couple of each one so you can switch back and forth. But once it's equipped on your bow in your inventory, then you get the infinity symbol, and whenever you pop, your count doesn't go down. Yeah, 6.5 lowest bullet drop. Yeah, it is incredibly accurate. Its only drawback is the expansion. Yeah, it only has like 1/3 the bullet expansion as like the 30-06, and that does make a bit of a difference. But if you're making good shots, if you're using that accuracy and getting vital shots and whoa, what the hell? But if you're using that accuracy and getting good shots in, then it makes up for the low expansion. Sorry for the loud noise. Yeah, and here we go. Like I said, we're right here, right to the east, right out on this island. And yeah, they have now the this just has shooting lanes. But if you go to the archery one, they also have a ground blind and a hunting stand up on stilts. And if you can go in and shoot, you know, to simulate with archery being up in there. But now watch, I'm out here, and down in the bottom right it shows I have 4 rounds loaded and 41 rounds in reserve. As soon as I step in here, it's now infinite, and I can just blaze away. And there should also be, yeah, there is a storage locker here, so you can switch out weapons and switch out ammo and stuff too. But then you want to go down here. You'll notice they put the big target there on the over there. So when you make a shot, I don't even know what range we're at. You do have a control room where you can pick, you know, 100 meter, 50 meter, you know, all the way up to 400 and 500 meter shots. But we'll start off with a we'll go 100, and it lights up. So now you can see the targets are up here really close. And as soon as we take a shot, it'll show up on that little mini target. Okay, and they'll stay there. And it'll keep score up in the above the target. It'll tell you your name, how many shots you took, and your score. So you can actually get in here and compete with your buddies. Come on. Up, lost our breath. And I wish one thing they would do is actually, like, when you're crouched down, like, you take a knee, make it a more stable shot. Or when you're laying down completely prone, make it a more stable shot. I don't believe they actually do that. Dog, go lay down. So my grouping's good. Do a quick fire for the 6.5 versus the 303. Okay, I gotta go over to my storage here. But yeah, that was one thing I looked at, was the stats of them. And if you look at the ammo, like your 6.5, it actually has a higher effective range. But the expansion's only 4, penetration's 40. Okay, now if you make that by the 30-06, penetration's the same, 40, but the 30-06 has almost triple the expansion, from 4 up to 11, but only of effective range of 150. So then you have to look at the individual rifle. Like here, we'll bust out a 30-06 and a 6.5. And we'll knock these off here. And we'll take the, yeah, I have the Thunder. But look at the accuracy on the 6.5. It's up to 70, recoil 50. Look at that. It's double the accuracy of the M1. 35 to 70 accuracy, and 82 recoil drops down to 50 for the Martinson. Do I have a regular 30-06? I don't believe I do. Here, we'll take the Eckers. We'll take the Prestige. So yeah, we'll take that 30-06, and we'll take the... Oh, I'm carrying too much because I have a tent. Okay, that should do it. Alright, so let's go... We'll put the Eckers up here. 6.5 there. Polymer tipped. And polymer tipped. We'll put the same Hyperion sights on them. Whoop. And yeah, that should do it. Eckers for the win. Like I said, you can pick any range, but there is a button here on the end to reset your score. Alright, what range? Buck 50? Or do you want it to be like out to 300? Buck 50? Okay. Alright, so this will be the Eckers, and we'll just try to pop off as many as I can. Give me a second here. And why am I walking? Oh, I toggled the auto walk. Okay, my bad. I'm like, what the frick is going on here? Okay, well, we can probably get in here. Okay, we're on 8. Look out, man, look, it's tough to get it. I'm not shooting as fast as I possibly can because I'm trying to get good or decent shots at least. That one was way off. Alright, so... But you could see how when we were shooting, it was kicking the recoil way up to the roof. Now there's the 6.5. Now I do have the perks fully unlocked for the less recoil. Look at that. It didn't jump half as much. But it's hard to get back on. Why am I having such a hard time getting back on target here? This shooting is not a reflection of the weapon, it's a reflection of my bad aim. There we go. Oh, that was a bad one. But if you want, we could just... If you want to do just a total reload, I'll just go bang, 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 straight from the hip. And we'll count. That's pretty freaking quick for a bolt. That's also pretty quick. I mean, for just straight reload, that's pretty damn close. I mean, you could probably time it out down to like the hundredths of a second, but yeah, that's pretty damn close in time. It sounds like farts covers your farts. Win-win. But hey, man, it's that recoil. Like there, it jumped right above the 8. Look how far that one jumped, all the way up to that ceiling. So the recoil is a big difference there. Like I said, I do have both the perks with the shotgun that reduces that recoil. But that was one big reason why I was carrying the 6.5. You don't need a second shot with the Eckers. About the 303 and the M1. Alright, so let's get in. I know I have both of them in storage. Okay, since, let's see here. We know the ammo is going to be the same for the Eckers and the M1. Let's just look at the stats. Again, 35. Let's just put them in the inventory here. Yeah. Okay, Eckers has a recoil at 80. M1 actually has a higher recoil, 82. The 303's down to 64. And the 6.5 is the lowest at 50, just for recoil. Now, your accuracy, the Eckers is 35, and the M1 is also 35. Jumps up to 55 for the 303, and then jumps up to 70 for the 6.5 millimeter. So we already have that ammo. We need 303 ammo. Alright, let's get these set up in here. Alright, we'll put the M1 here. 303 here. Yeah, I don't know why people got so, like, got their dicks hard over the M1. I mean, the only thing it's really got going for is it's semi. But like I said, if you take those perks, it's in the shotgun perk, actually, to reduce that recoil and reload quicker, man, it makes a difference. Let's see, there's the one perk here. It's under shotguns. Right here, recoil management. Less recoil when firing any weapon. And able to fire a follow-up shot quicker. And then there wasn't there one? Breath control. Steady hands, less wobble. Yeah, here, the muscle memory. Level 2. Increases ready speed after firing for all weapons. So that's a quicker reload for the... I was sorry having to heart shoot moose with the 270. Those were the days that made you accurate. Yeah, they did. And sorry to say, but if you like the M1 for the follow-up shot, then you have a problem anyway. Yeah, exactly. And that's when you're trying to make 300-meter shots with an underpowered weapon, and then crying that you have to track the animal too far. But, you know, we don't know anybody that does that. Alright, so this looks like the M1 here. Again, we'll just take... I think the 30-06 Bolt and the Martinson are quicker even than this semi. That is the M1 we're packing there, right? Yeah, this is the 30-06. And the 6.5. Yeah, and this is the M1. Yeah. Moderately quicker, not very quick. And then this is the 303. I mean, it's fractions of a second. I'd say hundredths of a second as far as just straight reload. But then when you got that recoil, see, it jumps way up there too. It really kicks you up. And then this is the 303. And it's got a pretty good kick too. Yeah, if you can't hit a lung from 200 meters, it's not a follow-up you need. It's lessons. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But man, yeah, the 6.5, it does have some very, very low recoil, man. That was one that the accuracy and the recoil was reasons I tried it out. Oh, that one was bad. Up, can't hold my breath anymore. 303 has the biggest penetration. Let's check the, I believe they're all right at 40. See, 30-06, penetration 40. 303, penetration 40. 6.5, penetration 40. The only real difference is in expansion. Only 1 point of difference. I'm not sure how they measure that. 11 what, 12 what. But the only real difference there, the 6.5 has the low penetration. Or the low expansion, my bad. I misspoke that. But they all have 40 penetration. Like I said, I checked these things out when I was getting into it. So the ammo, like I said, except for that little bit of expansion difference, is just about the same. Then you go into the weapons, and that's where you see some big jumps. Now, one key difference there with the 6.5 versus the 303 and the 30-06 is the effective range. That's probably why you were seeing such accurate shots at those longer ranges, because it has a longer effective range. You look at the ammo here, 30-06, a $1.50 effective range. 303, a $1.50. 200. I noticed. I thought mine was actually broken the last time I used it, because I had the 0 set for 75 meters, and I was making 300-meter shots and aiming dead on, and it was hitting dead on. And likewise, I was making 75-meter shots with a 300-meter 0, and it was dead on. So we can actually try that out. Yeah, that was the Martinson right there. Let's reset this. And let's throw one up here out to 300. And I'm going to keep it on a 75 millimeter or 75 meter 0. Now you can see, yeah, there's a difference, man. But I was dropping animals with it. Come on, lift up. Yeah, see, there's some drop. Let's kick it to 300 meters. Lift up, lift up, lift up. And we're out of breath. But yeah, the 6.5, man, it is a wicked, wicked, wicked high accuracy and that low, low recoil, man. So while you might not need a second shot, if you got two or three, if you got two bucks standing right close to each other, and it's effective for them. Alright, let's try the opposite here. I guess we can't do 75 meter. Let's bust it down to a 50 meter with a 300 meter zoom. Now these should be high. Not very. Oh, that was a bad shot. That was a bad shot. That was on me. Little high. A little bit high. So they're climbing just a little bit. Yeah. I like they've redone the sound for the rifles when Tijuana came out. Before it sounded really bad. Yeah, it still sounds pretty decent. They all sound like really cool. But yeah, expansion will affect the bleed rate a little bit. Like you'll still pop the same vitals with the 6.5 and the 30-06. But I do believe you'll get a little bit more bleeding, like a little bit higher bleed rate with that higher expansion. I'm not sure. I've never tested it from animal to animal. So that would just be what common sense would tell me. So what time is it after 11? And then if you go to Park A, we can run over there real quick. If we open our map, toggle selection to Park A Fernando. It's right next to the first outpost you unlock when you come on the map. Is the archery range. And it has a lot of the same features. Like I said, as soon as you're in one of the structures, your ammo is unlimited. But one thing they do different is they also give you a blind on the ground and a hunting structure up on the here it is. A hunting structure up on the stilts that you can go in and simulate. Now this is a lot shorter range, being it's for archery. I think the maximum distance is like 100 and some meters. You can't do 300. Yeah, if expansion is the concern and use soft points, yeah, exactly. That would make up more than make up for it. But you're gonna drop the wow. Did you just see that? I just fast traveled to this outpost and it plopped me down over the hill. Let me try that again. What the hell? It just threw me 100 meters away from that outpost. More broken fast travel. Okay, so here's the first outpost, and you should be able to see it. Where's the road? Yeah, this is it, so it should be... Yeah, right here, okay. Teleportation hacks, yeah, yeah. Shh, don't tell no one, that's a secret, man. So yeah, this one's a lot shorter range, and you can't move the targets, they're preset. But yeah, they have the same deal. As soon as you step in, you get the unlimited ammo. You reset the targets here because you can't change them. It does not look like they have a locker here, so you have to walk back up to the outpost. Yeah, I forgot I was live. And like I said, you can jump up in one of the ones up on dog. Lay down. I'm gonna start leaving you the fucking home. And a blind on the ground. And when you go in, you still get the unlimited ammo. Yeah, just bam. And I think the longest range one is, yeah, right at 100 meters. We have 100, 70, 35, 50, 25, and then 15. And then the duck, what's the little duck? 23. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. Definitely with the archer. This is where I came to figure out the crossbow, and got it all sorted out. And then you have you have a reset button right there. I don't have any crossbow on me right now. But yeah, so like I said, that is right when you first come on to Parque Fernando, it pops you in right here. And of course, they have your first mission: go find the watchtower, and then discover your first outpost, and it's right beside it. But like I said, you have to pay to get the Parque Fernando map. Well, unless you go in multiplayer. If you would go in multiplayer and join a Parque Fernando game, then you could still play it without owning it, and come right to the range. But if you're just hanging out at the range and not out hunting, and you don't know the person that's a host, there is a possibility they could be a dick and boot you. So, but at least that's a way of getting around, paying money for it. But like with both of these, as soon as you step out of the structure, you're back to using your own ammo. So you want to be careful that you're in the structure or up in one of the stands. And that works on both places. As soon as you step out, here, infinite, we take one step out, boom, we're using our own ammo. We're spending our own money. So, alright, man, it's like almost 11:30, and my butt is killing me from this freaking chair. So I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. And, man, wake up and start downloading that patch, baby. Hopefully, cross fingers, it'll be out in the morning. So, yeah, man. Good luck, everybody, tomorrow. Hope the patch comes early for everybody, and we can get out. Hopefully they got this lag issue fixed, and we can get out hunting gators. So yeah, everybody have a great night. Thanks for joining us. Again, I'm Gray Hair Gamer. Name's right there. So everybody, keep your eyes on that prize hunter. And keep those guns loaded, whether it be the 6.5, the 30-06, or the overhyped M1. And we'll catch everybody tomorrow. Like I said, once I get the patch done, I think I am going to do a special episode just trying out the patch before I get Mississippi and seeing what I think of it. So, yeah, again, have a great night, and we'll catch you all tomorrow. Thanks for joining us.